Welcome to Gate Resource, This Week in AI, where we cut through the noise to tell you what really matters. I'm your host, Sam.
And I'm Noor. Sam, it feels like this week the AI conversation shifted from, what could it do to what is it doing right now?
I think you've nailed it, and nowhere was that more obvious than at Microsoft's Ignite conference. They're making a fundamental change in their whole AI strategy.
I saw the headlines. They're moving from AI copilots to something they call agents. So for our listeners, let's break down what that actually means.
It's a great distinction to make. A copilot, which we're all getting used to, is like a smart assistant that helps you with a task.
Right. And an agent is designed to take on the entire task or even a whole workflow autonomously. The analogy I've heard, which I love, is it's the difference between an intern you can ask to find a file for you and a project manager you can tell to just run the entire project. The project manager doesn't need to be told every single step.
That is the perfect way to describe it. And Microsoft is building that AI project manager. They announced things like an interpreter agent in Teams that provides real-time speech-to-speech translation and agents in SharePoint that can find, summarize, and manage project documents all on their own.
So the goal is to automate entire business processes. But, for an AI agent to feel like a capable project manager and not just a frustrating piece of software, it has to be incredibly fast and responsive, right? You can't be waiting 30 seconds for it to think.
You've just perfectly transitioned to our second major story. The hardware that makes all this possible. A company named Cerebras just shattered some incredible records.
Okay, this is where it gets really exciting for me. Software is one thing, but the physical hardware, that's what sets the real-world speed limit. So what was the breakthrough?
They took one of the world's largest language models and ran it at a speed of nearly 1,000 tokens per second. To make that tangible, that's like an AI writing a full detailed paragraph almost instantly. That's the kind of speed you need for a seamless conversation with an AI agent.
That's a massive performance leap. And that wasn't even their only announcement, was it? They did something in the scientific space, too.
That's right. And this might be even more impactful. They used their CS3 system to run a complex molecular dynamic simulation, the kind of work that's essential for discovering new medicines. And they did it 748 times faster than the world's #1 supercomputer.
Let that sink in. A process that could take a supercomputer a full year might now take that Cerebras system half a day. We're not just talking about a benchmark. This is a development that could genuinely accelerate our ability to find cures for diseases.
So we have AI getting more autonomous. The hardware is finally catching up. But our final story this week, Noor, gives us a peek at something even more profound, an AI that learns to learn. And it happened in all places in the blocky world of Minecraft.
The AIRIS project. It sounds like a game, but the research from SingularityNet and the ASI Alliance is incredibly serious. My understanding is they put an AI agent into the world of Minecraft with absolutely zero instructions.
Exactly. It didn't know what a tree was or that you could even build things. It wasn't trained on a giant library of Minecraft wikis or YouTube videos. It learned everything from scratch, just by exploring and through trial and error.
So that is fundamentally different from how most AI works. We usually just feed an AI a massive library to train it. This is more like how a child learns, right? By interacting with the world and just figuring things out for themselves.
It's a small but incredibly significant step towards what researchers call artificial general intelligence, or AGI. It's the difference between an AI that can process the information we give it and an AI that can acquire its own knowledge in any new environment.
Wow. The long-term implications for robotics, space exploration, complex problem-solving are just staggering. It's one thing to program a robot for a specific task on an assembly line. It's another thing entirely to build one that you can drop on Mars and have it figure out what to do next.
So, to recap, AI is graduating from assistant to agent. The hardware is finally fast enough to support it.
Yep. And we're seeing the first real steps towards AI that can truly learn on its own. What a week.
It sets the stage for a future that's arriving faster than ever. And that leads us to the question we want to leave our listeners with. As these AI agents become more and more capable of acting autonomously on our behalf, managing our projects, answering our emails, even making decisions for us.
Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about.
How much of your daily decision-making, both at work and at home, are you truly willing to hand over?